Johan Cruyff once said that technique is of utmost importance, especially when it comes to passing and your first touch. And this is exactly what we are going to train for today. And in this video, I'll be going through a drill which works on your passing and your first touch. All you need is a football and a wall you can kick it to, and we'll get right into it then. First up, we have a small warm-up of one-touch passes. We take turns using only 1 feet at a time, aiming to get 30 good passes. So we start off with 1 foot and get 30 passes consecutively using only one touch.
It's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
When done, we switch over to our other leg and complete the 30 remaining passes. An important tip I would suggest is to keep your knees bent slightly while passing the ball, so your range of motion is increased. Another tip is to bend a little so as to lower your center of gravity, which in turn gives you more balance and helps in accurate passing of the ball. To finally finish the first phase of our drill, we now do the same one-touch passing but with our alternate feet. So kick it with your right and then your left and so on, but taking in only one touch for each kick. We do a total of 40 such passes, and this will mark the end of our warm-up phase. It is also important to stay on your toes and focus on getting more quality reps. Staying on your toes will prepare you to be more ready. It will also make you more agile and you will be able to anticipate the ball much easier.
Take my eyes open to force reality.
After finishing the warm-up with our first drill, we now move over to our second drill, which is 2-touch passes against the wall. Here you're looking to control the ball with 1 foot and kicking it with another. In this drill, we're looking to get good directional touches into space where we can use our other feet to release the ball. I want you to really focus on getting a good first touch on the ball, from which you can kick the ball back to the wall afterwards. Remember the key tips to stay on your toes, knees and body bent slightly to offer balance, and drive your leg through the pass for more power. It's all these little things that matter, because our body is a kinetic chain and every part from our mind to core to knees to feet play an important role in achieving a certain task. At the same time, it's better to make your pass grounded so you can easily control it with just one touch on its way back. We do a total of 50 passes, and if you want you can break it down into sets of 2, each set consisting of 25 passes.
Just wanna be kept.
For our next drill, we're going to make use of 2 cones, and if you don't have cones, you can use anything like a water bottle or a pair of stones, and we're going to place these cones a few feet apart in a straight line as shown. In this particular drill, after receiving the ball from our pass, we take a touch and dribble towards a cone and then go around it before making the next pass. Remember to dribble around the cones in a alternate manner and try to keep your turns as tight and close to the cone as possible. It's also great if you can get a good directional touch towards the cone you're aiming to go to. In the next variation of the same drill, we perform a similar movement where after receiving the ball, we don't go around the cone this time, but we pull the ball back with 1 foot and continue our passing towards the wall. In this drill also, we're looking to get good directional touches towards the cone we're aiming to go close to. Once you go close to the cone, just pull the ball back and continue the pattern once again. Like mentioned in the previous drill, make sure to alternate both cones and don't just do one at a time. I would also suggest that you go as close to the cone as possible before turning on the ball, ensuring you're giving your 100% and getting good clean reps. While turning, make sure your body is bent a little so your center of gravity is low, which gives you balance and the turn can be performed much quicker. The next drill is a V-drag and pass combination. Here's our first variation of the V-drag where we use only one leg to make the shape of a V with the ball. And the other variation is a double leg V-drag where we use both legs to make the V. What we want to do in this drill is we first perform a single leg V-drag and then pass the ball towards the wall. While receiving, control with your other leg and perform a similar V-drag before making the pass with the other leg. We once again do a total of 20 passes for each variation. This is the first variation where we use only single leg, and once we're done with 20 passes, we go over to the other variation, which is the double leg V-drag. After you're done with the first single leg variation, you can switch it up with the double leg V-drag variation. Once again, we're aiming to do a total of 20 reps, and if you want to, you can break this exercise into sets of 2 with 10 passes in each set. The final drill for today's session is a L-drag and pass combination. You perform the L-drag behind your feet and then kick the ball towards the wall. On its way back, you control it, do the same L-drag with your other leg and continue the passes. Once again, even for this drill, we're looking to do 40 passes against the wall. After completing 40 such passes, it will mark the end of today's passing session. This drill is not as easy as it looks, and if we don't get a pass correct, you can always start from where you left off. And this will be the end of this video. If you did enjoy the video and the drills performed here, make sure to hit the like button, and if you are new to this channel, it would be great if you can subscribe to the channel too and share it among your friends. I'll catch you guys later in the next one. Peace.